welcome, welcome to my channel. So, today is a very exciting day. It's Spotify Wrapped. It's the Spotify Wrapped, perhaps Apple Music Wrapped, Amazon Music Wrapped, whatever you listen to. And I'm gonna take you through my Wrapped. I've done this a couple different years on this channel, so if you like this video, you can go back and watch my ones from past years, or maybe I'll link them below if I remember. I also have again a Spindrift. This is the Cosmopolitan. It's Cosmopolitan flavored, so it's cranberry, orange, lime, sparkling water. I recently got a request to do whispering, so we're doing whispering. It's more natural for me to do soft spoken. I think it's one, easier, and two, it's what I prefer generally to watch. There are very few creators whose whisper isn't like overstimulating to me anymore, which is crazy because I used to only watch whisper and hate soft spoken. My taste changes over time, I guess, but yes. So today we're doing Spotify Wrapped. Big Spotify fan. I think this year's Spotify Wrapped was much better than last year's, just in terms of data and things. So I'm gonna walk you through all of mine. But please comment below anything from your Spotify Wrapped that you want to share. So your top 5 artists, your top 5 songs, your top 5 albums, podcasts, audiobooks, anything you want to share with me. If you have any music recommendations, I would love to check them out. I also make a lot of playlists too, so maybe I will put my Spotify username in the description if you guys want to check it out. But let's just get started. So I'm filming on my phone. So I'm gonna have Spotify pulled up on my iPad here, and I'm gonna screen record it and put it right there. So I'll probably be like looking down, but let's get the screen recording going. And let's go. I hate how it looks on the iPad, but we're just making it work. Okay. Can I make it bigger? Full screen? Why? Okay, whatever. We'll deal with it. We will deal. Shoot. I want to like put this somewhere. I'm just gonna like hold it, I guess. Okay. So I listened to 46,210 minutes, aka 32 days. I feel like I listened to more last year, but I don't know, I feel like that sounds like a lot. 284 genres. My top genres were 1, indie pop, 2, honky tonk, 3, musicals, 4, folk, and 5, indie. I feel like this is pretty accurate. When people ask me what kind of music I like, I usually say like indie pop, and country. Oh, and folk, and I do usually say folk, so that sounds about right. And then obviously musicals. Age is just a number. I had a good laugh about this earlier. My listening age is 80, which is so funny because you'll see like all of my top songs and artists are like current, but I did listen to a lot of like old show tunes, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, that kind of stuff. So this is early 60s, so I guess that's why. You listened to 4,098 songs this year. That sounds like a lot. Guess my number one. Can you guess my number one? Juno by Sabrina Carpenter. Dead Girl Walking from the Heathers Rivers soundtrack, Never Better by Wild Rivers, Cave by Wild Rivers, or Just in Case by Morgan Wallen. Go ahead and cast your vote. This was easy for me because I knew what my number one song would be as soon as I saw this list. And the answer is Never Better, Never Better, Never Better, Never Better, Never Better, Never Better. I listened to it 34 times, although I feel like that's not that many times for the whole year. Maybe I'm crazy. So here's the order of my top songs. Dead Girl Walking, I sang for an audition earlier this year, and I listened to it and sang it in my car constantly for this audition. Loved it. Okay, after we finish my Wrapped, I will read through my top songs playlist. I listened to 54 albums. I'm a big album girl. I love a start to finish album when I've got the time. My top album, Knew This, I'm the Problem by Morgan Wallen. I listened to it for 999 minutes. Not 1,000. 999. My boyfriend listened to this album for like 3,000 minutes. All of his top songs were from it. It's like literally all he listened to this year. I mean, go off. My top albums were 1. I'm the Problem by Morgan Wallen. 2. Never Better by Wild Rivers. 3. Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. 4. Eternal Sunshine Deluxe Version by Ariana Grande. And 5. Better Now by Wild Rivers. I saw Wild Rivers live twice this year. Twice. I think that was my only concerts this year, was Wild Rivers twice. So I'm not surprised at all to see both of these albums, Never Better and Better Now, in my top 5. I streamed 12,804 minutes of podcasts, and I knew immediately what my number 1 podcast would be. Do you guys have any guesses? Any guesses? It's The Big Picture. I'm a big sicko, as they call us. If you are a big sicko, comment down below. I streamed 6,512 minutes, and I'm a top 5% fan. My top 5 podcasts, none of these surprised me. 1, The Big Picture. 2, Smosh Reads Reddit Stories. I will say, those 2 I listen to every week pretty much religiously. These other 3 I listen to sometimes when I like the guest or the specific topic, but Big Picture and Smosh are the only ones I listen to pretty much without fail weekly. Number 3 is Call Her Daddy, which is usually in my top 5. 4, this is a new one for me this year, and it's This Past Weekend with Theo Vaughn. And my number 5 is Gilmore to Say, the Gilmore Girls podcast, which is not the only Gilmore Girls media you'll see on this list. Okay, The Big Picture guys sent me a little video. I'm not going to play it, but I loved it. Speaking of Gilmore Girls media, Kelly Bishop, the 3rd Gilmore Girl. I listened to 2 memoirs this year. I really only listen to memoirs as audiobooks because I just like hearing them in the author's voice. But I'm not generally a big audiobook girl, but I traveled a lot this year for work. So, 2020 artists. And I'll just skip my top 5. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Do you guys know? Do you have a guess? Do you know who it's gonna be? I love watching The Race. Love watching The Race. Love watching The Race. And it's Morgan Wallen. Love him or hate him, he puts out some bangers. Some country bangers. I loved the new album. I spent 1,961 minutes with him, making me a top 2% global fan. Top artists were 1, Morgan Wallen. 2, Wild Rivers. 5 years, it has always been one of those two. And I think part of it, like at least for Taylor Swift, it's because she has so many songs. Her, like, she has, like, what, 200 songs in her discography. So, like, if you listen to 10% of her music, 5% of her music, that's so much music, you know what I mean? So, I did not like The Life of a Showgirl, and I've got multiple requests to review the album. Guys, I didn't like it at all. So I will still talk about it. I don't think I'll make a full video just for that, just because I just didn't like it. And honestly, I didn't listen to it very much. So I will talk about it in a future video when I maybe when the Taylor Swift documentary comes out next week. But yeah, I really feel like I didn't listen to her very much this year, so I'm gonna skip the video, but it was from Wild Rivers. Okay, my cat is on my lap. Hello. Which club do I belong to? Let's see. It's the Cloud Estate Society. I'm a recruiter. You share music far and wide, bringing in frequent new club members. Guys, my cat wants to visit. This is Mr. Pickles. I don't know if you can hear him purring, but he's purring. I've been gone all day, so I think he's just very happy to see me. 16% of global listeners are in my club. Okay. Okay, next, this is my favorite part of this year's Spotify Wrapped is my files. I love this this year that they did. Okay, my birthday, February 6th. My report. The day you let Taylor Swift throw your birthday party with a karaoke after party. Morning opened with a Taylor Swift marathon. You're on your own, kid. Treacherous, Taylor's version. And Exile, looping through every era. Afternoon brought a full episode of Call Her Daddy. Then the evening spun into a dimly lit karaoke bar. Adele, Nickelback, Lady Gaga, and more. 261 minutes, 54 tracks, 20 artists. A birthday built on pop anthems and late night detours. Filed under birthday anthems, karaoke flashbacks. So this is funny because I have a playlist called Dimly Lit Karaoke Bar. No one's listening. So I love that they clocked that I have that album on, and it's just songs that I love to, or that playlist on, it's just songs I love to sing. So when I feel like singing in my car, sometimes I'll put that playlist on. It's got like 60 songs on it and just belt them out. So I love that. I specifically remember my birthday this year, and I remember going for a long drive after work and putting on Taylor Swift and just rocking out. Next, my biggest music listening day was February 8th, which was a Saturday, and I had people over. I had my friends over this night. So I had music on for hours, kind of in the background, I remember. Morning started with Bailey Zimmerman and Morgan Wallen. Then Sabrina Carpenter's pop took over. By afternoon, you zigzagged from Arctic Monkeys to Lizzo, then let Billie Eilish drift into the evening. Indie and folk favorites carried you deep into the night, with Wallows and Michigander never far away. 1,440 minutes, 134 tracks, 74 artists, your widest, longest stretch of the year. Filed under all-day shuffle genre hopscotch. So yeah, I definitely put on some indie music, indie and folk music. My friends came over that night, we played board games and ate pizza, and it was very fun, low-key. March 11th, biggest podcast listening day. River's chair. Early Morning opened with Adele and a burst of Sabrina Carpenter, but podcasts soon took over. The Big Picture and Gilmore to Say threaded through the day with a dash of Theo Von for variety. Music returned only in brief afternoon and evening pockets. 288 minutes, 3 podcasts, 5 episodes, your most podcast-obsessed day of the year. Filed under Talk Show Takeover Podcast Marathon. You gotta love it. I don't know what I was doing that day. March 18th, all of my files are in the beginning of the year, so that's kind of boring, but March 18th, 2025, the day you let Wild Rivers turn your queue into a revolving door. I'm trying to remember when I went to see Wild Rivers in concert. One of them, it might have been in March. I don't know. Sorry, I'm adjusting here. I'm sitting on the floor. I think one of them was in March, and one of them was in June, maybe. From a pre-dawn Wild Rivers marathon through Paramore detours, your day circled back to familiar territory, Cave and Never Better, spun on repeat while the Goo Goo Dolls and Chappell Roan made cameo appearances. 514 minutes, 110 plays, 33 repeats, your most loop-heavy day, echoing your annual top tracks, filed under Folk Pop Loops playlist Deja Vu. I'm almost positive this was the day that I traveled to see Wild Rivers in concert, and I spent the entire drive listening to their albums on repeat. I'm pretty sure that's this day. Okay, and last biggest audiobook listening day, October 21st, 2025. I was on a long drive this day. I traveled for work. I'm pretty sure I was in the car for 4+ hours. The day you let Kelly Bishop narrate your whole afternoon. You devoted the entire day to The Third Gilmore Girl, a memoir, letting Kelly Bishop's narration carry you from morning through evening without a single track or podcast detour. 263 minutes, 1 audiobook. Your biggest audiobook a day, outpacing even your usual musical marathons. Filed under Gilmore Girls Immersion Audiobook Deep Dive. Yes, ma'am. And there we are. So, let's go into my top songs 2025. Okay. So, we're just gonna go in order, and I'm just gonna read you every track and give you, I don't know, maybe I'll say something about them. I feel like I listened to these songs way more than 30 something times, but who am I to argue with the stats? So, the top 5 you already know, I guess, but Never Better, Juno, Zachary Walking, oops, Just in Case, Cave, You Should Probably Leave. I thought this would be my top 5. What Kind of Song, Bedchem, Good Graces, Speak Too Soon, Anyways, I Love You, Sally, When the Line Runs Out, Love. Guys, how is Wild Rivers not my number 1 artist? There's so much Wild Rivers. I'm the Problem, Everywhere I Go, Hardly Ever, What If It's Us, and finally, another musical theater bop. Guess what? I also sang Cabaret for an audition this year. So, of course, it's up there. I Want Everything, 15 Minutes, Bob Dylan. I feel like I listened to so much Bob Dylan this year. I started my year by seeing the complete, A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan film starring Timothée Chalamet. I saw it on January 1st. It was my first film of this year, which I'll talk more about when I do my Letterboxd Wrapped Please check them out. I am obsessed with them, obviously, and all of their songs are in my top. Like, how are they not my number one artist? Heck. Busy Woman. Red Wine Supernova. Daisies. For crying out loud. I also love Phineas. I think Phineas was in my top 5 last year. He's brilliant. Still the One. Taste. 2001. All I Ever Asked. You and I. This is underrated. You and I is my favorite Lady Gaga song. Guzzy's opening number from Merrily We Roll Along, which, number 1, is my favorite Sondheim musical. Number 2, the Broadway version starring Jonathan Groff and Daniel Radcliffe is coming to theaters this weekend, and I will be seeing it. I auditioned for this musical, which I'll also be going to see because I have friends in it. I auditioned for this musical, and I got a call back for Gussie, so I sang a lot of this song this year. I did not get the part. I did not get cast in the musical, but I had fun with it, and it's one of my favorite musicals of all time. I'm Not Pretty, Bedrock, the Wild Rivers one, not the one that's featuring Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. I Ain't Coming Back, Chasing You. Time, The More of You, The Better by Spirited the Bear. Shout out Spirited the Bear. Love them. What I Want, Where'd That Girl Go? Tell me where'd that girl go? Lonesome Is a State of Mind. I love Joe. I just re-listened to this album on my way to the Michigan game this past weekend, and it's so good. And now with like Joe Curie's having a big year with Stranger Things 5, and we love Joe Curie in this house. Naked by LMI, love. Drinking Till It Does, Coincidence, We Can't Be Friends, but I'd like to just pretend. Also having a big year, Miss Ariana Grande, More Than My Hometown, Guilty as Sin. Is this my favorite Taylor song? And she was my number 3 most listened to artist. Okay, sure. Don't Smile, Good Luck Babe, Long Time, Dance, like The Wild Rivers is crazy. She Used to Be Mine. It's one of my favorite ballads of all time. I also saw Waitress live this year, a professional production. I love Waitress, guys. Miami, Beyond, We're Not Gonna Take It, Rock of Ages, which I was in this year. Strangers, which I love, and I feel like I listened to Strangers a million times this year, but apparently not. I Got Better, Neon Stars, You, Show Me Where My Days Went, Love Wallows, Look at That Woman, My Kink Is Karma, Don't, Last Night, My Green Light from The Great Gatsby, which I also feel like I listened to so many times. Same with I'd Rather Be Me from Mean Girls. Me to Me, Waiting for a Girl Like You, More Rock of Ages, The Bolter, Potion, Love Somebody, Link, Catching Feelings, Settle Down, Jersey Giant, One Thing at a Time, Heart Like a Truck, Smell Like Smoke, I Don't Miss You at All, Take Me Where Your Heart Is, I Bet You Think About Me, one of my favorites, Dancing on My Own, which, fun fact, Dancing on My Own is like one of my go-to karaoke songs. Superman, Twilight Zone, The Boy Is Mine, 20 cigarettes, so wet, lick me one. Treacherous, Taylor's version, Love, Do I Want to Know? Can I Call You Tonight? LA Night, Cowgirls, Seven Summers, Still Generation, Not Good at Not, TN, and Lie to Girls. So, there you have it. My 2025 Spotify Wrapped. Rapido. The very quick version. So please, let's talk about it. Talk to me about your Spotify Wrapped in the comments. I want to know. Give me some recs. Let's talk about music. Let me know what you guys want to see from me next. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Also, fun fact, today is the 7-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. I've not been consistent for the 7 years, but my very first video was posted 7 years ago today. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I'm 26 years old, so that would have been, I was 19. I was a sophomore in college, and I'm 26 now, so I don't know. It's kind of cool. Makes me want to go back and watch my first video. Maybe I should do one reacting to my first video. What an idea. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are staying safe, happy, healthy, and I will see you guys